When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Brings it in down the left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think...
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Stowe. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's got an open man. And he moves into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It's Lagway. They're working that left side. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Finds his man. It's Brown. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some...
There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And they've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Lagway. It's complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Makes the catch. It's Allen. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Wilson. Oh, he got loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the draw. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back, because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over, and you saw it on that play.
And the Gators are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
To the air, it's Glagway. That's caught. It's Brown. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense rolls back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on second and inches. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely tough.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That pass is incomplete. Up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. Oh, a lot of space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Lagway. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Great team defense on that run play. everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by a field goal over Kansas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Taylor wants to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab on the left. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
They kick it away on 4th down. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Lagway. Using his legs to buy some time. He's in open space downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Florida.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35, Georgia Tech, 21.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry out.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Taylor wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. It's complete to the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds a man on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to make that. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
At the 7-yard line. Ready? 1st and goal.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up for 49. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets the first down. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
This guy just gives you numbers. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Florida, 56. Georgia Tech, 35.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. There he goes! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Taylor wants to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Alexander. Got some room into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
way it's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Florida! Once he got some room, it was over. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's looking deep. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Might be looking to run. Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's go. Taylor wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Works the middle of the field. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Just keep slinging it. Snares it outside. It's Alexander.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Fires to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Wants to go up top. It's incomplete as the two-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned about games of chance, there wasn't really a reason to try to do that, but this game is over. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested.